The Way Down. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to a horror visual novel, I suppose. Sort of a combination of my horror games and visual novel interests has come together in this particularly spooky one that apparently contains mentions of death and suicide. So, as ever, if those things are likely to upset you, please don't watch the video, as I don't want to make you sad. Okay, so, mouse to make choices, F to toggle full screen, and escape to exit the program. Well, that seems very straightforward. Okay, what on earth is this? I don't know how long you've been floating. I don't know how long I've been floating, do I? But you know that you can't stay here. I know I can't stay here. You open the door of your home. I open the door to my home. And start walking. A being approaches you. They seem eager to talk. I shall engage them. But what shall you say? What do you want? Or get away from me? Well, I wouldn't have said that if I'd just chosen to engage him, would I? Say, what do you want? I want to help you. That's all. The being tries to hide a nervous smile. Why? Helping people is a good thing to do. Wouldn't you agree? I don't know. Your very sort of chop hands are kind of scaring me. I feel like you're imagining some meat cleavers that you're going to cut my hands off with. I suppose. And would you also agree that helping people that help you is good? I suppose. The being is getting more excited. Excellent, my friend. I have a proposition for you. It takes a nervous breath. I want to give you what you desire, and in return, I take what you no longer need. Okay, so you'll give me what I desire. So you'll give me financial security, many Oreos, and a new red waistcoat because the old one's falling apart. And in return, you'll take what I no longer need, which presumably will be my legs, considering I never go anywhere. So I become legless in return for Oreos, a fat bank account, and a nice waistcoat. Yeah, that sounds like a good deal to me. If you want to help, why do I need to give you something? So you propose a trade? Oh, I didn't realise it had breasts. Their eyes light up. So you're aware of my practice? Yes. Yes, can we start already? Yes, but I see no reason why I should participate. Yes, can we start? They can't quite seem to believe it. Right away, friend. Right away. The trader excitedly describes all the things they're willing to give and what they want in return. 10 kneecaps for what? Oh, I see. It's like an RPG. I have my thing. Well, I haven't got 10 kneecaps. I have got 50 body points. I haven't got 30 age points. I don't want any of these. Do I want to trade half my body for a load of kneecaps? I suppose. Oh, hang on a minute. That was what I was giving. Oh, that's what. Oh, right. Okay, I did that wrong. The exchange is complete and the trader's excitement dissolves. Are you alright? Yes, I'm okay. They mumble as they walk away. What under the sun, in the name of Malakath's toenails, on a bicycle riding to mass, is this? You find a pile of bodies. I suppose I should inspect the bodies. The bodies have no sign of damage except for a single rock lodged in each of their skulls. They show no sign of damage apart from a great big stone lodged in the front of their face. They're saying, "Oh, I'm the richest man in the world if you ignore all of the other ones. I'm the funniest man in England if you ignore all the other ones." They show no signs of damage except for a massive stone stuck in their face. Look deeper. You notice that some of them are looking at you. Deeper. They look like they don't recognize you. Get back! Do as they say, or no. No. If you came up to a murderer, came up and she said, get back, or I'll stab you with my stabby knife, and you said, no. No, like, I don't care. I'm waiting for a bus, and as far as I'm concerned, I'm gonna get this bus if it kills me. Alright. You step back. The being looks surprised. Don't move! It's not moving. Good. Now listen very carefully. This is my land, and you're not allowed in. You see this line? This is my land's border. If you ever cross it, I'll kill you. She shall have an older brothers again. So I recommend you turn and start walking. Do as they say. Where does this line end? May I ask a question? Where does the line end? It doesn't. Get a move on. What? Okay, my land meter has gone down severely. It doesn't. Get a move on. Okay. As you walk along the side of the line, the being stays in place. As they shout, don't stop until you find the end. Do as they say. For a long time. But then you get bored. Defy them, or better not, just in case. Well, I mean, you know, I'm not one to pussyfoot around. Okay, that's severely improved my land meter, which I suppose is usefulness. And my awareness has shot up as well. Oh, wait, didn't read that. Okay, photo ID -14. What is this game? What's going on in my life? Okay, a sprawling, destroyed structure lies in front of you. A guard is blocking entry. The corpse is left in front of the guard. Can I go inside? No. Why not? This entrance was assigned to them. He points to the corpse. So I never had a chance. The guard smiles aggressively. What do you think? What is this game? Okay, now we've got movement instead. In the distance, a being is still. They are looking towards you, but not with purpose. Approach them. You stand in front of them. They don't react. Personal space, stranger danger. Could you please back up a bit? You can hear them breathing. From this distance, I imagine I can feel them breathing. Shove the being to the ground, look for things to steal, what a fantastic command, or ask what's wrong. Well, what's wrong? They don't respond, their breathing quickens, you sense that they can hear you. It's okay if you don't want to talk. The being starts to sob quietly. I can stay with you until you're ready to talk. I'm leaving, have a nice life. Well, this is pretty much everybody on the internet whenever you reveal the fact that anybody has any emotional baggage, so let's try this one. The being doesn't react. Wait 5 minutes, push the being, or leave. Well, let's wait a few minutes. The being doesn't move at all, but the sobbing has ended. Wait an hour. Okay, my age is going up. The being does nothing. Wait a day. Now, I'm 107 something old now. The being does nothing. Wait a year. Oh, shit. The being does nothing. Wait 100 years. Still the being does nothing. Wait 1,000,000 years. The being still does nothing. Wait until the end of time. The being still does nothing. In the distance you see a tower. What is this game? Look up or ignore it. I suppose I'll look up. The tower is tall. It looks like it stands forever. Walk towards it. As the tower draws closer, you notice giant limbs jut out. Some look as if they're trying to swim. Walk further. Something jabs at your foot, and you see a small being. What do you want? Are you going to talk to the final turtle? I mean, of course. I mean, honestly, would you take me for some sort of a peasant? Of course I'm here to talk to the final turtle. I mean, only natural, innit? Yeah. Good, good. I talk so much with him, whenever I can, in between the tasks he set for me and his other followers, of course. Will he ask me to do something? Depends. Most of his followers give up on him eventually, so he might not bother anymore. Doesn't sound like a good leader. Why haven't you given up? I don't know. I think I'm just more committed. In any case, when you reach him, can you give him this? Take a potion. Okay, and I have a grey potion. It's very important. Why don't you do it yourself? I'm much smaller than you. It'll take me forever to reach him. I'll consider it. To say that I was confused would be an understatement. To say that I was utterly, unbelievably baffled to the point where I'm beginning to question existence would possibly be slightly more accurate. Grab a potion, or where did all these potions come from? A being is holding many potions. Where did you get them? I made them. Why did you make them? It's good to help people. What do they do? I don't know, but it's better than nothing. So you took a load of random ingredients and poured them into bottles. Do you think it's better than nothing? Suppose it kills you. Can I have one? Take whatever you need, but please leave some for others. Take 0, take 2, take 4. I take 2 then. Okay, I got another grey one and a green one. You take 2. Say thank you. You're welcome. My inside. My good sport rating. 2 beings are laughing with each other. Every time you look, they howl louder. Strike up a conversation. Why are you laughing at me or run away? Strike up a conversation. Before you can speak, one of the beings turns towards you. Hi friend, how has your day been so far? Well, let's see, I woke up in horrific nightmares and it took me ages to get over them, because I'm a wuss. Then I stood up and nearly fell over. Then I put my socks on. Then I got dressed. Then I kicked myself because I remembered I was supposed to download a game last night in order to play today, and I didn't because I'm an idiot. And then after that we were here. So, I suppose it's been vaguely average. No. You had a good day. You had a good day. I mean, I suppose it could have been worse. How was your day? My day? Yes, I would have say it was the same. Very pretty good day. Do you want to do a trade? Both beings look at each other. Trade? Why? What do you mean? Try to explain, don't bother, just leave. I don't understand why anybody would want to do that. What part don't you understand? One being looks at the other. Yum yum, my birthday cake tastes like my inside fingers. Okay, I'm now confused and also thoroughly disturbed. What do you mean? How? What? And why? What did I do? What terrible thing did I do? What person did I cross? What awful line did I pass? Sorry, I walloped the microphone with the edge of my spectacles. To deserve this amount of confusion. You approach the tower. You find that it is many turtles stacked one on top of the other. They all appear to be asleep, apart from the final turtle, who is humming quietly to himself. And they can't see you. Approach the final turtle. Hello, nice to meet you. The turtle is friendly. It has scars across its face. How are you today? The turtle looks surprised. I'm okay, thank you for asking. How are you? I'm a little confused. I don't understand what this tower is. I don't really understand either. I just know that we've always been this way. How come you haven't fallen over yet? I don't know, like I suppose. Could you give me something to do? I don't know. I've given tasks to beings like you before. It never ends well. Why? They complete them too quickly. Then it's back to asking me for things I can't give them. Couldn't you just give me impossible gold then? I couldn't return then. I've tried that before. Eventually the being convinces themselves that they did complete the task, even when they didn't. Could you give me one regardless? That reminds me, a small being told me to give you this. Keep it. That small being has been annoying me forever. They seem to speak quite highly of you. That's funny. When they're with me, all they do is speak. I can never get a word in. I know some people like that. Unfortunately, I'm related to them, so I can't quite get away from them yet. The turtle smiles, notices his smile, and then frowns. What's wrong? It's been lovely talking, but I think it's best you go now. But why? I can't tell you without hurting you more than I already have. Demand further explanation. The turtle exhales. The more I answer your questions, the more you will notice how dire this world is. And the awareness itself causes pain. I'm not in pain. Maybe not today, but eventually awareness will get to you. It gets to everyone. If that's true, then why are you fine? If it's inevitable, then why does it matter when exactly it happens? It matters to me. I think it would be for the best if you moved on. Okay, so now I'm talking to a sentient turtle. A being is picking up crumbs from the ground and turning them into some form of a mound. What are you doing? My best. Okay. I suppose that is a fair answer to my question. What are you trying to accomplish? Building a new world! How long have you been doing that? Too long. Do you think you have a chance? I have to try. I'm so confused. You find a house. It seems to be the one you left all those years ago. Well, I waited with that bloke until the end of time, so I think it's been kind of an eternity. Do you enter? I can't go back, or sure. Sure. But for how long? Until I forget everything, until I'm ready to go out again, or until the world changes. Until the world changes. And that is what you do. The end. What under the sun is this? Like, seriously, what is this game? It's like a nightmare. It's so confusing. Nothing comes together. Everything's constantly changing. Nothing makes any sense. It's just infinitely confusing. You gotta run away from the being. You start running, and to your surprise, the being runs after you. Swing at them or keep running. Punch them in the nose. Your knuckles lightly graze the being's cheek. They fall to the ground. You continue to run. I hope they're okay, or good riddance. We're going to take the meanie face path this time around and try just saying no to everybody. A sprawling, destroyed structure lies in front of you. A guard is blocking entry, and a corpse is left in front of the guard. Can I go inside? No. Why not? This entrance was assigned to them, and he points to the corpse. So I couldn't get in here even if I tried. Blah blah blah. Okay, so this doesn't have anything to do with anything. You can't even make any choices in that one. A man is holding many potions. What if I try to steal a potion? The being smiles. Can I have this? Take whatever you need, but please leave some for others. What if I take none? Say thank you. You're welcome. Okay. Do they ever react differently? The beings are laughing at each other and they laugh loud. Why are you laughing at me? Oh, it's nothing. We just saw you in the distance talking with that other being and what? It's nothing really. It wasn't funny. I'm sorry. You can tell me. I can handle it. The being's friend looks like they're about to burst out laughing again. No, it wasn't funny. It wasn't at all funny. Tell me, or I'll feed you a knuckle sandwich. Oh no, he'll punch me. He'll punch me! The other being is sucking in their cheeks. Punch them. You punch them, but it doesn't do anything. The being laughs even harder. Oh, big boy hit me. Big boy hit me. Oh no, would you please stop shaking your boobs? You storm off. I was hoping the second playthrough would answer questions, so far it's just made them worse. What if I just ignore it? Something jabs at your foot. Kick them aside. You lightly kick the being to the ground. They look unharmed. Fine, be like that then. Continue walking. This is one of the strangest days of my life. But not with... Oh, this is the person to wait with, isn't it? What if I approach them? You stand in front of the being and they don't react, but you can hear them breathing. Shove them to the ground. The being provides no resistance and they hit the ground. You hear their skull cracking open. Trying to let it face you, recoil in shock. You stare at the body. It looks like they have a potion in their hands. Take it. As you reach down, you hear the being's last breath. It's now just turned into a murderer. You find a pile of bodies. Inspect them. No signs of damage except for a rock lodged in their face. Yes, I know. What if I recoil? Get away! No. Okay. I can Regsnuff. I can Ali Gania or Jnak Wuk Glit or 89-85. I suppose I shall Glack Wuk. Everything is gone. You don't understand. Never get up again or wait for help. I wait for help. Eventually, a being removes the rock from your skull and feeds you a potion. The being apologizes for hurting you all that time ago. Accept apology or leave without saying anything. Well, I suppose that's alright. I mean, I've been hit in the skull previously by worse enemies. Can I use these potions at all? Oh, I can. I can drink them all in order to do random stuff to me. Okay. And I have a negative age of 97. You approach the tower. It is made of many turtles. What if I attempt to climb the tower? You manage to climb up on its shell. Make too much noise or don't make any noise. What do I stay quiet? The turtle speaks. You know I can feel you, right? Say nothing. I don't mind, seriously, but if you continue to climb, know that some of the other turtles will try to throw you off. Continue climbing. Okay, well, I guess I can't stop you. Can I give you just one piece of advice? Remain silent. Make sure you climb high enough that the fall will kill you. The alternative is quite upsetting. Okay, I'll keep climbing. Good choice, my friend. Good choice. Come round, see me, and we can talk. Hello, nice to meet you. What? Did I click on stop climb by accident? Oh dear. Why did you want to climb? Us. I wanted a challenge, I wanted to jump off, I wanted to see what's at the top. I want to see what's at the top. Would it deter any future attempts if I said there's nothing much up there, just more turtles? How do you know that if you're on the bottom? Every so often the weight of our tower crushes the turtle at the bottom, so we used to be a lot higher up. I need to go about dying soon? A turtle crush only happens once in infinity, so I'm not too worried. Could you give me something to do? Okay, this is so confusing. It's like that weird theory that the universe is like on the back of an elephant, which is on the back of a turtle, which is just flapping its way through the universe. Yes, I know. It's a weird theory, but it's almost as weird as this game. Right, okay, yes, give me the impossible task. Could you give me one regardless? The turtle smiles, notices his smile, and then frowns. What's wrong? Been lovely talking, but I think it's best that you go now. Yes, but why? I can't tell you without hurting you more than I already have. Okay, then I won't ask. Thank you. Still, I think it would be best if you moved on. How do you win this game? What even is winning at this game? A being is picking up crumbs from the ground. What are you doing? My best. Yes, whatever. What choices do I have in this one? Do I have any choices in this one? No. Right. You find a house. It seems to be the same house you left all these years ago. What if I don't go back? Why not? I left for a reason. Fair. But just so you know, there won't be anything else beyond this house. I would rather walk forever than go back. Then that is what you do. The end. Right. Okay, so imagine that your brain is bleeding out of your ears and you feel like you're going completely stark raving mad. You've got absolutely no understanding what on earth is going on, and you feel as if at any moment the walls of reality are going to come crumbling down, and you're actually just going to wake up and it's going to be the morning again, and you're going to need to get out of bed. That's how I feel right now. Mr. Sam, made by Sam, Mr. Made by Sam, I don't know how many drugs you're on. I would suppose that it is many drugs, given the fact that these all look like pill boxes, actually, particularly these ones with labels on them. I would assume that is what the undertow of this game is. It's don't take drugs, because if you do, you'll have to try and survive the insane, ridiculous menagerie of disconnected, confusing, utterly baffling imagery that is this. I mean, turtles stacked on top of one another, a person trying to make a new world out of breadcrumbs. What is this game? What have I just experienced? What have I just done with my life? What have I just spent the last 25 minutes of my life doing? And why did I do it? What is this game? Like, seriously, like, all joking aside for 2 seconds, what is this game? What's its purpose? What story is it trying to sell? What feeling is it trying to evoke? What moral is it trying to commune? What is this game? What's the point of this game? What's the purpose? What's the... Just what? That's just what this game can be summed up in one word and one piece of punctuation. What? Question mark. Just what is this? I am so confused. I am so baffled. I've got no understanding of what this actually is. But I guess it's a thing that exists, it's a thing that I recorded, and it's a thing that you have just experienced. And for that I am infinitely sorry for exposing this madness to more people. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's well made, I'm just not sure what it does. It's like a contraption from the 1900s trying to be sold to you by a snake oil salesman. I mean, it's a very durable contraption, and it does a thing. I'm just not sure what it does. It kind of whirs and splutters, and it has gears that go round and round and a bit of steam that comes out. But I don't really know what it does. It's just a sort of a wild technological knick-knack. And I'm utterly, utterly baffled by it. So that was whatever under the sun this game was called. I've already forgotten. The Way Down, I think. Yeah, that was it. The Way Down. That was... The Way Down. That was utterly mind-bogglingly confusing, but I hope that it was interesting. I'm not going to say I hope you enjoyed that, because if you enjoyed that you'll probably start craving bonkers, but I hope it was interesting, and I hope that you look after each other, because if you don't, you'll probably go insane and actually experience things like this from your own eyes. So thank you very much for joining me on this adventure into quite literal madness. Look after each other, and good night.